Hi, welcome to What We're Watching. I'm Jaden,
I'm Elisa.
and here we dive into the latest shows, movies, and everything in between, sharing our thoughts, reviews, and must watch recommendations. So today, we are kind of starting a new series called Directed By. This is kind of inspired by me going through the American Film Institute's 100 greatest American movies, and I noticed Steven Spielberg had like multiple movies on that list, like four.
Yeah, I think it started before that, but continue.
No, the inspiration for this series.
I think it started before that. Because remember, I kept saying, hey,
Well, yeah, the director and who's their guy
yeah,
and
but I'm just
stuff.
saying that was kind of part of it. Like, ooh,
Yeah, that we can include that in it. But this, yeah, I mean, that's part of it.
yeah.
But, I, with this series, I kind of want to focus on directors and their
Yeah, they're
body of
people.
work.
Yes, 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 yes.
Well, I want to focus on their body of work, but I said, but now you can also include their people in
Yeah.
that little segment of what you wanted to talk
Well,
about.
like, yeah. And I mean, I also like the body of work angle as
Yeah.
well. But yeah, I'm just saying.
So this series was inspired by, my challenge of trying to watch the American Film Institute's greatest American movies, and noticing that Steven Spielberg had quite a bit of movies on that list. I'm wondering if he has like the most. I feel like it. He has
I know
about
the number.
4.
Oh, on the list.
Yeah.
I thought you meant his body of work.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
And then also I just saw Disclosure Day, which we also want to talk about because you saw it as well. And so just kind of wanted to dive into his work and him to kick off this series, because I've just been really interested in directors, their style, their story, and how they come about, their people.
How many directors are we going to do since you're talking series?
Quite a bit. Right now, do you want me to go through who I want to talk about?
Also, what about me?
Yeah, that's what we're going to have the discussion of who we're going to do next. I have some ideas.
Yeah, I'm just curious how long.
And then I'm open to hearing what you have. I mean, I guess however long we go.
Okay.
It could be for, all the directors in the world. But
no, just like the top 10.
I want to do maybe more than 10 because like I said,
well, I mean,
have
I'm
a
sure
list
we have a
and
different top 10.
Yeah, and so we'll see.
I guess we'll see. I wasn't
well, I told you I wanted this to be a series.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't talk about like how much, but I did mention I wanted it to be a series, maybe like once a month. And then since we do 2 episodes a month, she didn't come to our meeting. I'm just kidding.
We didn't have a meeting. Don't do that.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
So but no, anyway, this is fun. I'm excited. Yeah. So I'm finding out about this just as you guys are. So in real life, and I love it.
Not if you saw your messages.
Spielberg. Yes, I know that. I'm just saying we never talked about how many directors, how long is this series. Like I said, I'm here for whatever because at the end of the day, we're talking film.
Okay.
And a lot of times when we decide what we like and what we want to watch, it's like who directed it. So yeah, this is right on point with our brand. So yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today. But first, some housekeeping notes. Again, we are part of the Live Podcast Network. So if you want to help support us, make sure you subscribe. We'll download the app, subscribe, and yeah, let them know we sent you. We'd appreciate that. And thank you to all our supporters and followers. We also have a YouTube channel.
What?
I know. And hey, this might be our first full episode video up there if things go right.
If things go right.
I know,
we haven't decided yet.
We'll see. I'm figuring out all the technical stuff. So we shall see. That. But everything aligns, then this will be our first actual full episode video on YouTube. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to that at What We're Watching Podcast and follow along with that. And then of course, follow us on Instagram at WWWatchingPod. Like, comment, share, all the good things. We really appreciate it. And again, thank you to all of our, what does Katrina say? Shout out to all my fans.
Is that what she says?
I think that's what she said on her last video, or her last recording she was a part of.
She has fans.
Okay. I think you said that same thing too.
Probably.
But yes, so before we get into Steven Spielberg, Elisa,
Jaden,
what are you watching?
This was the first time I didn't actually write it down, so I'm completely going off memory.
Oh, no.
But it hasn't been a lot, right? But I will say I saw the most adorably funny, cute movie last night.
Oh no.
Toy Story 5.
How dare you?
Toy Story 5.
So that means you can take me and Zoe and you're fine to handle Zoe if she don't do right.
Absolutely.
Cool.
I got you.
Okay.
Yeah. I will say, you gotta love the
Saturday morning?
We'll see. No. We'll see. Okay. You gotta love the Disney movies that, add to these big franchises. Like I was telling them last night, Zootopia 2 was hilariously funny. Toy Story 5 was adorably funny. It was so adorable. It did the franchise justice. They had a really good angle because at the end of the day, they've done 4. It's like, what else? But it was the technology and
I love that.
That added a really nice element. Buzz Lightyear got a glow up, like the actual toy. Yeah. It was really good. Like if you have need something to do, go see it. Everybody will enjoy it. Like it was so cute. I watched it with 2 teenagers who had commentary the entire time, and it was kind of cute.
Have they seen the other ones?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, most people don't remember 4. Like I was talking to someone at work, and she was like, "I don't think I've seen 4, but maybe I have. I just can't remember." And then she watched. She's like, "Oh yeah, I do remember this one." The antique shop.
Oh, right. Yeah, because I the daycare one
came back and
really stands out to me.
The daycare one is my absolute favorite.
Kinda...
Yeah, but my favorite of 2 is the Woody's makeover. That's the best.
That's so satisfying.
Yeah, yes. I love it. So yeah, Toy Story 5. I did watch after our last podcast talking about summer watches. I did get an opportunity to watch The Sandlot.
Okay.
Love it. The 4th of July is like the most like. Sorry, I keep hitting my mic. It's like the most
amateur. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We both are. I mean,
most summer movies when they have the 4th of July element, and I don't know if it's the fireworks and the hot dogs and the outside.
Will this come out? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so that part is always like touching, you know, especially when that song America, is it Louis Armstrong that sings it, that old song from back in the day?
What, I'm proud to be an American?
No, America. It's the American song, but like he does his, you know, version of it. But yeah, anyway, so I watched The Sandlot. Still watching The Mandalorian. I started watching a new series, so you know, Big Bang Theory is one of my favorites, and me and Kimberly talk about it all the time. I constantly rewatch it. She keeps telling me to watch Young Sheldon. I was never interested in Young Sheldon.
Okay.
And I remember I told her, you know, yeah, of course you should watch it. I said, but watch Big Bang Theory first, because that actually came first, and then it was inspired by, you know. So I finally watched it, and oh my gosh, the first episode, it got me.
It's crazy seeing how they, like, kid actors, even sometimes from season 1 to season 2.
Yeah.
It's like they grow up so fast.
Let me tell you what was weird. Like, first of all, first episode, I had to call her like every 5 minutes because of just moments. And I was like, I'm sorry. She's like, no, call me with every single one. But
the moment.
So I'm probably on at the end of season 2 right now. I'm about to be on season 3. But when I turned it on, you know how sometimes the later season, you'll see like a little shot of like season 7, like the current or the most recent. So I'm seeing Sheldon with a deep voice, and he's tall. I was like, whoa. Right. That was weird because I'm still watching like the little kid.
Yes.
It's one of those shows that they probably went a little too long, but they definitely stopped it when they needed to, because at some point
you know, on the Valley, I don't know if they played Danny and Nia's, their twin baby girls. They played the baby. I don't know if it was the baby Young Sheldon or the baby in the first marriage, but their twins played. Is there a baby in Young Sheldon? Like first season? No baby? Okay,
no,
maybe
twins.
It was
Missy and Sheldon are twins.
No, but yeah, I'm talking about it's just one baby, but the twins played the baby. Maybe it's in the first marriage show. Mike and I don't know.
Georgie and Mindy's first.
I think the baby plays the baby in that show.
Okay,
but one of the shows, their baby, they got some kid actors.
Yeah. Young Sheldon is, and it's funny because Wallace Shawn.
You know, if I have twins, I might have to capitalize on. I'm just kidding, because I mean, twins are,
Wallace Shawn.
Okay,
he's been around a long time.
Who's that?
He's an actor. He's the old man. He's in Toy Story. Like he plays the voice of T-Rex in Toy Story.
Okay.
But he's in Young Sheldon, so it's just funny. Like every time I hear his voice, it's like,
yeah. I know
you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So what else did I see? I saw something. I saw Disclosure Day.
Okay, yeah.
Are we talking about that now, or do we wait till we want to get into
We're going to wait a little bit because
okay.
I have questions for you.
Yeah. Is that it? I think that's it. So Jaden, what are you watching?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Oh my goodness, I lost it. Okay.
I know you watched a movie that I mentioned on our summer watches.
Oh yeah, well I started it. I didn't finish it. That movie was long. And you know, sometimes we queue up movies after bedtime, and I can only do an hour or so. Yeah. But we did start.
Do the Right Thing.
Yes, Do the Right. I was like, what is it called? I keep thinking, because you know we have a Sal and Mookie's here in Jackson. I was like, Sal Mookie's. I was like, is that name? And I looked it up and it said it was. I don't know if I don't know if online was just saying, oh sure, it's inspired by, but I think it actually is inspired by the pizza place, and the main characters. So yeah, I enjoyed what I've watched so far. I do have a question about you for about that afterward, but I'll save that. Sure. I was watching. Oh, speaking of I would watch them at anything. Adam Sandler, his production company, they had a new movie on. It's not new. It's probably last year or something, but I just got around to it because I was just able to get back on Netflix.
Get your own.
Right. Roommate, starring his daughter and some other people and some of his people. I think Nick Kroll plays the dad.
Oh, I love him.
Yes.
So funny.
It was very interesting. His daughter is, high school, kind of nerdy, whatever. So she's like, college is going to be like, it's going to change things around. College is going to be it for me. She meets this one friend. She's a friend and is like, will you be my roommate? And so they're best friends, roommates. But then, of course, it doesn't go so great. And yes, it gets crazy. It was really funny. His daughter was really great. Like they, both of them are actually pretty good. Both of them are in it, but yeah, they've been in things. And yeah, I think they're good. And I heard something too, where it's like he puts people in his movies. Weirdly enough, I thought him and his wife would make an appearance. I don't think they did.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like, what? Maybe he just wanted it to stand on.
Let them,
their own, which I appreciate. Because like I said, she's actually really good. I think, he says somewhere he still has his kids like audition or do, like if they're not up for it, then they're not going to do it. But she delivered. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm reminded of an interview that he did talking about how when, his kids are watching him interact with other kids on the movie sets and they're looking like, he's like, I'm sorry. But you said something about college and it reminded me of one guy that I went to school with had a huge glow up in college. Like he reinvented himself, and like you see this in the movies and stuff, but he really did it. Like he was kind of what people would classify as like, he wasn't as popular. I guess I would say that in high school. But then in college, me and him became really good friends because there wasn't that many people that went to college.
That's not like, I know.
He changed his name. Like he went by his middle name, which was way
Remember
more.
I wanted to do that.
Yes,
I'll tell you more
JT.
Well, see, I was deciding between JT or just J. Right? Yeah. When people ask me,
like just J. Right? Will get that.
But so I decided on J. Right? But first person I meet went to a group meeting, whatever. They put us in a small group. We're all freshmen, introducing ourselves in the group. And the first guy that comes up, I'm Jay. I was like, well, I can't use Jay, right?
But when I tell you, it worked for this guy. He met his wife. Like the friend group was on point. He was not the same guy. And I was like,
I love that for him.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
I know. It's like I feel like my college wasn't bad, but I'm the type of person because I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, college is better. Like get rid of high school.
Way more people, and you just find your people.
And I feel like teenagers, it's different. Like you're in college, you're an adult, you have an adult mindset. I feel like I don't want to say you're more free to be weird, but more free to be yourself. And I feel like you're less judged in college. Honestly, in high school, I missed high school. I was like, girl, high school was my glory days. Yeah. But I loved college. So yeah, I really enjoyed that movie. I would, like I said, probably watch anything he makes. So I started that. Well, I watched that, and then I started my girl and my guy, Nick Robinson. Oh, he is back. You remember him? He was in Melissa and Joey.
Wait, was he also in Sam? Wait, I don't know. The brother, the brother, Nick Robinson.
What brother?
It was the two kids. He's one of the two kids, right?
Yeah, he was the boy. There was a girl and a boy.
Okay.
I believe, yeah.
The girl and the boy.
Right. But he's back at it. People are like, where has he been? It's a nice little rom-com. Not a whole lot of stuff. Not recently, but there's this new like rom-com on Netflix called Voicemails from Isabel, I believe.
I do like him in rom-coms. He was in that Serious Teacher movie.
Oh, I want to watch that.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No.
Okay. It's good. It is good, but yeah.
So yeah, I started that and I really enjoyed it. And I love the girl. I forget her name. It leaves me. But her mom was the mom, or not the mom, but maybe the mom from Back to the Future. You know that actress? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's her daughter.
Leah Thompson.
Yeah. What is her name? Is leaving, but I like her. She's in everything, or not everything.
What is something she's in that I was seeing? Anything you can think of?
I mean, the only thing I can think of is that movie where she's like, "I'm not okay." Remember that, where she lies about something and it makes her kind of famous. It's like, she was planning a trip to Paris, and
Emily in Paris.
No, and she never goes. But like some terrorist attack or something happened. Right, it was really bad, and everyone was messaging her like, "Oh my goodness, are you okay? We saw the news. We saw what happened."
This is a movie.
Yes, it was on Hulu. Dylan O'Brien was in it. I actually really she is a great actress. I really like it.
Yeah, you gotta give me the
It's called I'm Not Okay.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's still on Hulu, but it was like
Have you watched it since we've done this podcast?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was a while ago.
Because I'm like, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, that's what it was a Hulu movie. Happened a while ago, but really enjoyed it. But yeah, basically she lied about going, and everyone was kind of consoling her. It's like, oh my goodness, and she gains a huge online following, all those things. But then people found out she lied, and so of course now they're bullying her online and all that. Yeah. So very interesting, and I really like how it looks into just the online world and stuff too, because that is a big part of nowadays.
Yeah, Toy Story 5. I just had a moment from you saying that.
Yeah, she was in that. She was in another Netflix rom-com. Like, I don't know if anything you've seen.
It's okay.
But
I'll look into it.
Anyway, this new rom-com, I like it. People are talking about it. And so yeah, I haven't finished that one yet. But
okay.
It's pretty good. And people are like, it's that good rom-com feeling again. I feel like coming back.
I miss those, yeah.
Did you see about I almost started this too, Office Romance, J-Lo and Brett Goldstein.
I love Brett Goldstein. Like, absolutely love him.
I think I might start this one up too.
If you watch that, you better watch Shrinking. I need you to watch Shrinking. Apple TV.
Does he write it and
yes.
stuff? Okay, yeah, because he wrote this.
Yes. Yeah. And he's in it.
You know they're doing a new season of Ted Lasso too?
Yes.
And
he's in that too. He's fantastic.
Well, I know, that's how I was introduced to him.
I didn't realize the depth of his talent.
Oh.
He's fantastic.
He really is.
And he's fine. He's fine.
Okay. So disclosure date.
I need a man with an accent. He's got
y'all listen. I'm just kidding.
Hey, I told my sister I'm going back to the UK.
Okay.
But I need a reason. Good. I can't just wander the streets of London.
Yes, you can.
I need a purpose. Maybe a seminar or something. You know what I mean? I need to go for a purpose and then wander.
Your purpose could be finding a man.
First of all, I'm not looking for a man. He's looking for me.
Okay, your purpose could be being there in the spot for your man to find you.
I'll take that. Yeah.
So you want to talk about Disclosure Day? So let's get into Steven Spielberg. I guess my question for you about Disclosure Day. I'm trying to see which question I should ask first.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll ask first. Did you like it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Did you think it was good? Yes or no?
Yes.
Really?
It was typical Spielberg.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Was it parts that were like if I could have recorded myself during watching the movie, there are parts where I was like, stop it. Don't do that. But I enjoyed it. Like, we enjoyed it. We kind of laughed about
top
the
10
same thing.
Steve.
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Well, but like I said, some of the things that make Spielberg was included in this film. Sure. So you have to.
What about the plot? Like the story?
I like the story. I didn't like the end.
The end was my favorite part.
Really? It was like, well, here's the thing, and we're gonna spoil it. So if you haven't seen it, whatever.
We are?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. Somebody that hadn't seen it, I said about it, they're like, I don't want to see that alien movie. Because Spielberg. Spielberg does aliens.
Do you think he believes in aliens? I mean, he's got to at this point.
I wouldn't. I can't make. I'm not gonna. I don't know.
I feel like he believes in something.
He believes there's something out.
He is working through it. I feel like.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Well, question, because I feel like there's been a lot of talk because I feel like a lot of people are like, "Ooh, Steven Spielberg, sign me up," you know, and I feel like people are seeing, and they probably gave him high expectations. I had high expectations too. Because
you did in the way you felt. I had low expectations.
Yeah.
So I was here for it. I mean.
And so, yeah, I just feel like people are kind of like, they saw it and they're like, this wasn't it really. But like, it seems like it's not it. But I feel like a lot of people are still like, oh my goodness, it's so great. And like hyping it up a little bit too.
I wouldn't hype it up. And it's not because of the Spielberg of it all. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you think that's why people are like talking about it the way they are? I feel like people are kind of scared to be like, it wasn't that good. Not to say it's not good, but
I don't even think people are scared. There's a whole list of Steven Spielberg movies that are like, boo.
Really? I think people are scared to say it now. I feel like
I guess just because this is like, it was a big movie and it's about time for him to do something, big again. Or it's like, it's been a while, so here you go, Spielberg. Oh, he's about to do it. I mean, all my British people were in it. Like, come on.
I was going to say
Josh O'Connor. Emily Blunt, Colin Firth.
Right. I do think it's interesting to talk about British people on who they decide to have accents and not.
I know.
Like, why does old girl get to still be Irish and they all don't have their accents?
The Maid Marian girl. I can't think
From
of
Robin
her name.
Hood. Yeah.
Did she have an accent? She didn't have an accent.
She had an accent. Is it because she doesn't know how to do an American accent?
Well, no, she had an American accent in that Netflix short.
Oh, the
Perfect
perfect couple.
Couple.
She was in
Yeah,
that. Was
yeah.
Colin Firth? Was he British in
No,
this? See, yeah.
no, he was. He
Okay,
was.
okay.
He was. Because that was the thing. I'm like, you work for the American Justice. Why do they let you? You're British. What's happening? What's going on? You know what I mean? That was like where my
Really?
mind went. Yeah. I thought it was fantastic. Like not like the best movie, but I am a
love the
sucker.
performances.
Yes,
Emily Blunt,
oh
give her
my
an Oscar,
and
my
then
opinion.
and then your boy from Captain America. Um, oh come on, and the new superheroes, the Florence Pugh, the Thunderbolts. Your boy, he was the
I don't know.
Captain America, the blonde Captain America.
Oh, him. They could have kept. In my opinion,
he was erratic enough to be.
They could have kept him. Wyatt Russell. Yeah.
Yeah, girl, how did I forget that? I've seen him in like 5 movies.
A Nepo baby. Well, he's actually pretty good.
So. I saw him in something that he was very disturbing, and he played the character so well. I'm like, yeah, he's good. He's good because I was like, ugh, but yeah, he's good. Yeah, I enjoyed it, and like I said, it was comical too. Like it was funny. And Coleman Domingo, stop it.
I love him, and I'll watch him in anything.
I'd watch him in most
He's
things,
on my list,
but I haven't seen it. I will. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The couples,
the 4 seasons.
The 4 seasons
is so good.
I'm gonna watch it only because it's Steve Carell and Tina Fey, but I'm gonna watch it. Yes,
and Coleman Domingo.
Yeah. So Disclosure Day, like I said, it was the typical. The wonder, the slow reaction shots, the feeling of what is happening without the characters even speaking.
I mean, he still does what he does and does it well.
His DNA. So it was all over the movie. And that's why I appreciate movies like Catch Me If You Can. That doesn't have that, but it's in Minority Report. I was late. You should watch it. I was obsessed with Colin Farrell after American Outlaws. Back when his young, and then I watched everything else he was in, SWAT, all those other and then so that came out and I was like, ooh, he's not the good guy. But it was so good. And of course Tom Cruise. That was skinny Tom Cruise at all the movements you could believe. The now Mission Impossible Tom Cruise, you're like, stop. Kind of like Denzel and like the Equalizers. I'm like, Denzel,
you sit down somewhere.
Yeah, but no, I enjoyed
That's
it.
how I felt about Nicolas Cage in Spider Noir. Sit down somewhere.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that yet. I really did enjoy Disclosure Day, but at the end, I could have wrote it. I kept saying that because when the thing disintegrated, and then I said, "Here comes old girl. When she gonna give her the new thing, and she gonna turn all the lights back on?" And then as soon as he said, "Take us to the loading dock," I said,
"Same.
Don't have an alien.
Right?
Do not
feel like they probably should have showed
it. ET up in here,
or at least showed a different one. I didn't like the design of it.
One of the.
I guess spoiler alert. We are going to.
We are spoiling it all. Yeah, just deal with it. Let me tell you what I really enjoyed. Okay, so the whole newsroom scene.
Oh, I love that.
They did that. So, and like watching shows like The Morning Show and like the way that, news happens in real time.
Yes.
And, everything is so planned. But then like when the breaking report happens and the actress, who I don't know who she is, that played the news anchor, that was they cut to that. And she's like watching it and like her, because I'm like, what kind of angle are they, because like you said last time, do people want to know? Do people need to know? Should people know because of the chaos and all these things?
Yeah.
But the angle that the movie took it was more, they were heartbroken.
Disclosure. Yeah. But like people should know.
Yes.
Is there?
But the way that she was kind of reporting the news in real time, because she was seeing, it was just, like I said, it was different. But I like everybody's real time reaction. Like that scene was so good and so on point. And like, it's like you're recording a recording of a recording of a recording. You know what I mean? Because it's like, this is where and how it happens.
I'm curious how it would happen. Like, if that happened in real life, would everyone really be stopped? Look, I don't know. Like, I feel like
the way everything stopped. And
I don't trust. Like, I feel like I'm of the place where I don't trust people. That's why I'm just. So you're like, I'm weary, but But at the end of the day, she came around.
Yeah.
But I'm still like, I don't know.
Yeah. It definitely touched on a lot of things,
but also like with them, how they were treating him, I guess should know in that aspect, because it's like, okay, don't be like, this is what your government is doing. But then also, what do we do?
But then
I don't know,
because you have those movies like Independence Day where do it because they're here to destroy us, but they tried to
they were trying to get to know us.
The different, like, I guess, paint the picture of have more faith in humanity, like. And it's that acceptance thing. Now you're talking aliens, and I was like, that's interesting. But yeah, I liked it. I really did.
And then I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how I feel about them coming and taking 2 kids and implanting something.
That part,
I'm just like,
and then
I would be a little like, all right, now that you're taking my kid.
The Hansel and Gretel. I'm like, yeah. Here's the thing, though, too. This is continuity wise. They're way
the age. I'm like, how?
She 50. He's 36. How are y'all both 8 at the same time?
Were they both 8? Because I mean, the little boy looked a little younger.
He did look younger to you?
To me, he looked younger. And then they had him crying, and she was like comforting him. So I was like, okay, maybe they're trying to show that she is a little bit older.
I wasn't sure. I felt like
maybe a couple years, maybe 5 years older.
I felt like they were trying to create. I could be wrong, but the same age. But like, you saying that I didn't. But I was like, wait, y'all are. Wait
right, that's because at first this whole time I was like, is she his mother? But I was like, no, let me not do that. And I was like, maybe older sister, because I'm like, they're connected in some way. But I guess not. I guess there's no relation, but they just had the same experience. But then why these? I don't know.
Emily Blunt though,
loved her,
fantastic.
I know
her character, or just the way that she was before the bird, and just like all over the place around. Like I felt that. I was like, she is all over the place, but she's focused at the same time. You know what I mean? I thought she did a great job with that. That was great. But yeah, I can see why you kind of was like, but like your take on it, just even by not saying it, gave me like super low expectations, and I think that's why it was funny and good. Steven Spielberg. Let's talk about Steven.
Let's talk. Okay, so as I said, I don't say I'm just now discovering him. I knew of him, but I feel like I'm just now discovering his mastery of the art and his contribution, and truly, like what he does. I guess because like I've never seen E.T. and like all the movies that he has on the list. I haven't seen them, but I just recently watched Jaws and Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I was like, wow, he has multiple movies on this list.
Absolutely,
he has this new. So I'm like, let me see what he's talking about. But question. Like what's your relationship to Steven Spielberg? Like before this podcast, we started talking, about the idea of talking more about him.
So the thing about Spielberg for me, like think about the era, you know what I mean? Like when you think 80s and 90s, granted, I didn't watch Jaws until later, but I was aware of it. So Steven Spielberg is that director for me that there were movies that I enjoyed and that were talked about.
Did you know they were by
No,
Steven?
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
The first movie that I knew was Spielberg and watched and loved was Raiders.
Okay.
Right? Okay. No. E.T. And I think E.T., well, we'll talk about that later because I think that's an answer to a question that you asked me. So like E.T., number 1, Raiders, number 2. I didn't like E.T. as much as like everybody else, but it was popular. It was what everybody was talking about. I love Drew Barrymore and the whole Reese's Pieces thing. And then we went to Universal Studios and got to do the E.T. ride. So E.T. was
like on a bike?
Yes.
Was E.T. in it?
He was in the basket, and then
when
we were leaving, he would say,
have that now.
They do. So when I went a couple weeks ago, it's different now.
It's in the other part, or
no, it's there. They replaced it with something else, but now it's like a
but it's
8-person bike. Yes, E.T. And when you leave out, he'll say your name. It's weird. But it was cute. So yeah, E.T. was like that first awareness of Steven Spielberg. E.T. Raiders was the first. I really like this. I want to know who Steven Spielberg, who, you know what I mean? Like, what else has he done? The fact that he was, and even like movies that he's been a part of, like Back to the Future is my favorite movie. He was part of the, producing that with Robert Zemeckis. And, he was partnered with George Lucas on a lot of things. So,
and even now with Hamnet, he's had a hand in that.
I did not know that. But Steven Spielberg is somebody that you could accredit with like the movement of like modern movie blockbusters. And like his timeline, because he's managed to stay relevant with
every
the
era.
Yes, exactly. So like before Spielberg, we had big movies, but did we really call them summer blockbusters? Like what makes a summer blockbuster? You know that it's coming. Everybody's talking about it. You watch it. Everybody is still talking about it. If they did like an inflation mathematical thing of like the gross amount that Jaws would have made back like now, like almost $2.5 billion. Inflation, not like real, you know what I mean? So like for his time, big, but then, we get those, and then like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, that was one that I had to watch because I knew it was Spielberg, but I wasn't aware of it until like later on once I knew that, ooh, you know the name, Steven Spielberg. Oh yeah, I gotta watch it. You know Steven Spielberg.
That
Steven
you said
Spielberg.
that movie was that for you?
No, that was the reason I watched that movie because it wasn't one I wasn't interested
and that's
in.
Kind of like me now with Disclosure Day.
Yeah,
like I said, I'm just kind of like discovering something discovering what he's doing. I'm like, oh, this is Steven Spielberg. Right. Let me watch it.
So for me, like the 80s, Raiders, E.T., and then come the 90s. So now you got Jurassic Park. Absolutely. Oh yeah, and then Hook, that. My absolute one of my favorite movies. You know, Steven Spielberg. So it was like that. By then, I'm sold. But again, looking back, it's like I grew up on those Spielberg, and then as an adult, you know, Schindler's List and the more prestigious movies. I was never like Saving Private Ryan. I was like, I have to watch this because Tom Hanks and is Oscar nominated, this and that. And that may be one that I didn't realize was Spielberg, but it just all kind of ties together. It makes sense. Okay. If that answers your question.
Okay. I guess, yeah. What was your first like Steven Spielberg movie you remember watching?
That I knew was Spielberg.
E.T. Both. E.T. That you knew was Spielberg, and then one that you watched but didn't know. It's like before Raiders. You knew of. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. I guess for me, probably Hook. And then Ready Player One. I didn't know he did that.
I did know that was one that I watched because I knew it was Spielberg. Oh. Kimberly watched that last night. She watches it often.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, that was just one I saw the trailer, was interested in the premise, and thought it was interesting and watched it. And I was like, I didn't know until doing this that he did that.
Oh, yeah. It's still one of those underrated ones, but I liked it because that time frame they were making all those movies where you're dystopian. Because Bruce Willis played in one where he was like this old fat guy at home, divorced, but then he would go into the world of.
Have you ever seen Don't Worry, Darling? Yes. Okay, that's that too. Yeah. I didn't realize that till the end. Well, it doesn't give it away till the end, but I was like, oh yeah.
But you knew something. Yeah. That's the thing. If I
spoiler alert for Don't Worry, Darling.
I mean, it's out there. But listen, the thing about Don't Worry, Darling, I knew exactly what was going on because I've seen Stepford Wives. Because remember, I kept telling you, I was like, Now, granted, it was the opposite because, you know, in Stepford Wives, it was her making a fake him, and then it was, you know, flip flop. But yeah.
Do you think Steven Spielberg is the greatest director of all time? Where would you, or where like?
Yeah, so I thought about this.
Okay. So
if I'm
on your personal opinion, but then also just as a whole.
As a whole, okay. So if I'm basing it on like consistency, cultural impact, innovation, like
all those things,
moving through the times and the body of work, I'd put him in the top 5.
Okay, yeah.
If I add like what is the modern movie fans, where would they put him? I would put him in the top 3.
Okay. What are you personally?
Like me personally?
Your favorite directors. Where does he rank?
Ooh, my top 5. You want to know where though?
Sure, yeah. 5.
Okay. No, he's
Who's
higher
your
than
favorite director?
That's hard. I can't. We'll save that for the next one.
Oh, so that's you. Okay, yeah. You choose our next director. Okay.
I get to choose?
Whatever.
You heard it here, folks. Okay. Yeah, and then so it's hard to say like favorite number 1. I have a hard time with that. I probably have a top 3 that
rotate. Yeah.
And honestly, for my
who do you think is the greatest director of all time? Well, Lil Don. Yeah, we're talking about Steven Spielberg.
We're talking about Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg, for me personally, I think he's still in the top 3, and only because, like I said, some of those movies still sit with me. And again, I grew up in the 80s, so this is like familiar territory for me, and I'm very, when it comes to like movies and film, nostalgic. So yeah, he is definitely in the top. Yes,
I would say that too, and just like learning more about him and his style and how it contribute to modern filmmakers and how
the things he does well.
Yeah, there's modern people now who utilize him and his expertise, and so I think not only during his time was he great, but even now being able to like
still
mentor, influence the new generation, I think is great as well. So definitely a great. I don't know where I would rank it because, like I said, I don't have I was gonna say personal relationship, but like a personal relationship to his movies as well. Because, like I said, I'm just now learning out what movies are his, and some I did really like Jurassic Park and that friend.
You put a T in it.
Jurassic Park and that franchise. Indiana Jones.
Wait, have you seen them all?
No.
So watch them all first. Okay. I'll watch Temple of Doom with you. Although Raiders is like my favorite, Temple of Doom is like my favorite. That was like me, like my brothers and sisters, like we can probably do that one from start to finish because It just it's so funny.
Yeah.
But
I did really actually really like Jaws.
Side note: he met his wife, Indiana
Harrison.
Jones.
You told me that.
No, Steven
Indiana.
Spielberg.
Oh, Steven Spielberg.
His wife was in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Kate Capshaw.
Okay, yeah, you said something like that.
And they're still married. I love that.
Okay.
And her stepdaughter is a famous actress. I mean, her stepdaughter. His stepdaughter. Famous actress. I don't know if you would know. She was in Grey's Anatomy. Arizona. With the teeny shoes. The pediatrician specialist nurse.
The name, it doesn't. I probably, if I saw her face, I probably know because I've seen enough of Grey's Anatomy, but I haven't seen enough to know characters and plot lines. But yeah. So Steven Spielberg. I guess kind of going through some of his history, he got his start making short films early on as a teenager. It also, I looked up some information, said that he started in movies. Yeah. I mean, not movies, TV shows, which I also thought was interesting. And so, not gonna lie to you, my preparation for this was watching The Fabelmans.
Same, I watched it
because I heard it was kind of like loosely based on his life, and so just kind of wanted to get insight to that as well. So that's kind of where I'm getting some of this information, as well, and kind of his start in movies and the wonder and everything. So yeah, he starts like with that. And did you also? It also found that he co-founded DreamWorks. I didn't know that until like doing this.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, I just thought that was interesting, because that's a big like going head to head with Disney. That's absolutely a pretty big company, especially nowadays with them, they're buying everything. But yeah, I think he has 2 Academy Awards for Best Director for Schindler's List and Saving Private Ryan. Have you seen? Okay.
Have you seen Schindler's List?
No, it's on the list.
You should. Yeah, you're gonna watch it.
So yeah, I'll watch it eventually.
We watched it in school first, but I didn't get it, and then I watched it on my own. I'm like,
no.
Yeah, but I love.
We watched. Is it a Holocaust movie? Mm-hmm. So we watched The Boy in Striped Pajamas. Mm-hmm. I guess that was our Holocaust movie to watch in class. Yeah, that's what we watched in school.
Yeah, Schindler's List is interesting, especially when you get it, like why that's called that. What is? Yeah, just watch it. I can't wait to hear your take on it.
Oh, yeah. And the only thing I know about that is because when I was looking more into cinematography and like some of the great cinematographic pieces, they say
cinematographic. I don't know.
That it was shot in black and white, but the only part they chose to do color was the coat and kind of like what that symboled and represented. So I kind of know about that aspect, but yeah, I don't know anything about the plot.
The modern black and white movies that they do, like The Artist, which won the Academy Award.
Okay, haven't seen that.
It's good. Yeah. Like, because we don't mind the old black and white movies. Yeah. So I'm always interested when they do.
Have you seen well, you made Charlie Chaplin, maybe if you've seen any of his stuff, but
I don't think so.
Silent. What do you call those?
The silent movies?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Have I seen what?
Have you seen any silent movies?
Only like watching other things. No. Well, actually, I tried to watch. No. You know how in Singing in the Rain they talked about the jazz singer was the first talkie? Mm-hmm. I tried to watch the jazz singer. Mm-hmm. I forgot why I stopped.
Was it a talk? Was it talk?
Okay. But it was weird. It was very weird. Yeah. I feel like I have, but nothing of note that
I feel like the only thing I've seen, Charlie Chaplin. Yeah. But they're kind of short. I don't know if those are feature films or whatever, but yeah, it's kind of interesting.
That should be our next. We should do a segment on
silent movies.
Yeah. Okay. And then we'll do a silent podcast and just react. And then have the words. We should do that.
Yeah.
Noted.
Because in the Fabelmans, when he starts making movies, it was like silent. Because I guess with the cameras and technology.
In that first scene, have you ever seen what was that movie that they saw in the very first scene, the Runaway Train?
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know. I don't know if that's the name of that.
I can't remember what it's called, but the scene, like, that was funny because you could tell when they kind of like the first Star Wars when it's like obvious they're playing with the little ships, but just the way it looked like toys when the train crashed and then the car goes, and I'm like, okay, let me appreciate this for what it is, at the time. But yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, I love like when people mention movies and like the first movie was the train coming into the station.
Yeah.
And everyone's like,
yeah.
Say that all the time.
I love that. Who directed Hugo?
It wasn't Steven.
It wasn't Steven, but it feels like it could be a Steven, but it's somebody else that we know. And was it Robert Zemeckis?
Martin Scorsese.
Girl.
Ooh,
oh
he's
my
a
god.
top.
He is in my top.
Yeah.
He is. I have a top 10 list. I'll share it with you one day. I'll share pieces.
Yeah, we'll see it going through this series.
Yeah.
What is your thought on like his early years and knowing he started in TV? How do you think that impacted his career and like things like that?
I mean, if anything, just being well rounded,
yeah,
positively impacts because he has, you know, he has knowledge of different things as far as related to film, and if the Fablemans is as closely related, then I get it. But that was just kind of dabbling into just learning about the equipment and the editing and the things like
that's very fascinating piece
I knew, like, when I'm watching the Fablemans, I'm like, oh yeah, you would definitely appreciate this.
I do wonder though, with that and starting in TV, his movies are long.
Yeah,
all of his movies are really long. It seems like I'm like, is it because now it's like I don't have to do TV? I'm not structured to this certain time. I can make it as long as I want. I don't know. I doubt that's what it is, but it's just funny because he's like,
I feel like,
but he has a story to say. So I
feel like in the early days he was probably right there, part of the editing, and how how like when you watch stuff now. Well, actually, when I listen to Zach, because Zach Braff does directing now, and he started as an actor, but no, he did a lot of directing and things like that in college. He went to school for it, so that's really where his passion is. But talk about when they're in the editing room, and it's just the hardest thing because it's like, no, but I need that, but with Steven Spielberg, who he is, keep it. We need, you know what I mean? Like,
and they probably don't fight back on him.
Exactly. Yeah, there was something we watched though. I don't know if it was the studio when we're watching like all the decisions being made about movies where it really happens there, like in the editing room. But certain directors are like, it was that episode of the studio where it was a crying scene that went on for and nobody wanted to say like that's awful, cut it, but. I don't know. There was something. You know what I'm talking about?
I do remember. Yeah, it was the in there.
But I just feel like Steven Spielberg, he knows what he wants. He knows his vision, and nobody pushes back. So
and jumping forward a little bit, when we talk about his style, he is someone who does like long one take.
Yes,
and
which is impactful, especially for his the wonder and like what he what we're supposed to get out of those silent moments.
Right. And speaking of editing, like another thing too that I found interesting, I know we're jumping around a little bit, but the Barbie movie, you remember that, where there was a scene where she was sitting with the old woman and she was like, "You're beautiful." Your face. But anyway, they wanted to cut that scene and Greta was like, "No, if you cut this scene like this,
the movie means nothing."
Yeah, like she was like, "This scene is pivotal to the movie." And so sometimes things need a little explanation.
Yeah.
And it's like, so her saying that, it's like, okay, I get it, I see it. But it's like with a joke, it's like if you have to explain it, it's not funny. So it's like if you have to explain the meaning of the scene, does it work?
Really, does it advance the plot?
Yeah. But some people might get it without you having to explain it. Sure. But like things like that is interesting to me. Maybe we'll talk about editing in one episode too. Like we did cinematography.
That I enjoyed. Somebody told me about this movie. I was aware of it because it was Daniel Day-Lewis and he won the Oscar and his performance was magnificent. And
have you seen Lincoln?
Yes, this is the movie that I'm talking about.
Okay.
I did not know that was Spielberg until this.
Yes, I
haven't
seen it. No.
Oh.
Is it good?
Do you like Daniel Day-Lewis?
Oh. What does he do?
There Will Be Blood.
I haven't seen it.
I think he did that movie, The Dressmaker. But Lincoln was like highly.
He's an actor. Yeah. He's Lincoln.
He was in The Kings of New York with Leonardo DiCaprio, Cameron Diaz. But yeah, he plays Lincoln.
Okay.
And he did a fantastic. Did he win the Oscar? I think he might have won the Oscar. I don't know. Okay, but yeah, I did not know that was Spielberg. Yeah.
Let's get into some of his work.
Let's get into his work.
So yeah, as I mentioned, huge body of work. It's 4 movies that are on the American Film Institute's list. At least their list that I'm working off of, their older list. Mm-hmm. Jaws, Raiders of the Lost Ark, E.T., and Schindler's List, I believe, are the 4. So far, I've only seen Jaws and Raiders of the Lost Ark. Mm-hmm. So just some highlights, with Raiders, collaboration with George Lucas, really helped develop the story and launch that franchise. Harrison Ford also helped, launch his career, made him that one of the top leading heroes. Jaws, as we talked about.
Well, he was already Han Solo, but yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like when you think of like great American hero, you think
it
think
was the thing. It was the
Indiana
typical,
Jones, and it's just him, and then like
Steven will take like a typical person, an archaeologist, and then put them in like these extraordinary situations. And it's funny, Raiders and all the fights, and it's like, ooh, Indy. I love calling him Indy. Right. And then you got the second one, same thing. When you get to the third one, it's Sean O'Connery. He plays his dad, and it's still a little. They're older, so it's kind of like, but girl, the fourth one, stop it.
Is that the one? There was a recent
one. Shia LaBeouf. That's the one I told you.
But there was a recent one that came out like not too long, a couple of years.
Shia LaBeouf. It was the Crystal Skull. Oh. That's the one where he's playing with the aliens again. Oh. Spielberg. And that's what I was saying. The actress from Raiders is in it. I did it again. Sorry. She plays his mom. Like they had a kid. Shia LaBeouf is the kid.
So he was a secret kid. Was he a secret kid?
Didn't know about him.
Yeah, that he popped up. It's like, you're my dad.
Yeah, or maybe she died and he got a letter. I don't remember. I can't remember the details. But the Kate Blanchett is in that one as well. Okay. Because now the Nazis are back and they're doing the thing, and because from the first one, it kind of full circle from Raiders and this last one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
also E.T. Do you got? And was this also one that is kind of known as being deeply personal to him, with the childhood, the imagination, and you get again sense of wonder, aliens. Also the color purple. You seen that one? Oh yeah, you've seen that one. Yeah, I went back and watched it after watching the new one. And I think this is also known as having the most Oscar nominations without a single win.
Yes,
that's crazy.
Yeah. Is that odd to you? Like when you look at his body of work, that movie stands out.
It does. That's what I say. Do you have any thoughts on him doing that?
Not really. I mean, I like the fact that he can, and he did. But like, if you literally,
do you think Black people should only tell like Black stories?
No. Okay. Well, here's the thing. He's not telling the Black story. He didn't just. He collaborated.
It wasn't. I mean, it was a book based on the book written by Alice Walker.
Exactly. And so he just put it to film. Yes. And think about the time that he put it to film.
1985. Or at least that's what it has on here.
Like, remember when we were watching Hollywood and how we were talking about they were talking about stories that are important, but it would never get heard because of the person that was. And when you want a movie aspect to be big, Steven Spielberg, because Whoopi wasn't big then, Danny Glover wasn't big then, Oprah wasn't big then. You know what I mean? But you put Steven Spielberg on it. Now he's
like a master of the art.
Yeah. And again, we weren't there. I don't know, but I feel like that probably had to, and the fact that he even wanted to do it. So
Who directed the new one? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Okay. But yeah.
So. But he also did Amistad.
Okay, what's that?
That's this girl.
Oh goodness.
Okay. That's the movie about the slave ships from Africa. So basically, you got I think that's the name of the boat. I could not get very far in that movie, but really? It's like the slave ships coming from Africa, to America to be sold as slavery. So you've read about the conditions and the But yeah, he did that movie.
Okay.
Honestly, another one I did not know that he did.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then you have your Saving Private Ryan's Catch Me If You Can. I did see that one. That's funny. That was a Xavier influence. He put that on one day.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I liked, and I didn't know he did that until afterwards. Yeah. You mentioned Hook. I think that was earlier on.
Yes.
Lincoln. And then The Fabelmans. You said you watched that one too, right? Mm-hmm. What do you think about kind of that film and him talking a little bit more, giving us a glimpse more into his childhood and that?
I mean, it was interesting. That was the reason I wanted to see it. Just like that movie that Kenneth Branagh did. I think it's called Barat.
Oh, I was going to say Branagh.
No, but it's like, I think it's like the same type of sentiment where it's loosely, and don't quote me on that. I just remember being talked about, but I was like, interesting. Let's see what this is about. And if it's like extremely, I don't think it's like verbatim, but if it's kind of like the gist, then it's kind of sad and interesting at the same time. Like, I like the fact, I guess the way the story tells it.
Or
the Fabelmans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess it seems like, he was a kid that was very anxious, and understanding the how those films are made or whatever. Like I guess the first scene was that movie scared him.
Yeah.
So instead of scared, he wanted to recreate it, see how it happened, because that kind of settled, the
nerve.
Yeah. And then that's what got him interested. But his family dynamic, they're Jewish for one, which always kind of tells a story about the family dynamic.
Yeah.
But it seemed like his mom was, I don't even know what to call, eccentric.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that was something.
An artist, but
there was some, it was weird, but it was good, and just kind of interesting to see. Like obviously, his dad was an engineer.
Yeah,
he thought it was a hobby, and that's always a battle with trying to get somebody to take your art seriously when in the same. So I don't know. I hadn't finished it, but I liked watching it. I don't think it got a lot of rave review. That's a movie that kind of like people are like,
you think are overhyping because of Spielberg?
I think so. Me personally,
yeah,
I didn't think it was that great, but I hadn't finished it. But I just think it was that great.
I see you have a list. Do you have like what your top 10 Steven?
No, I just wanted to like look at his body of work and just kind of draw some parallels, which is why I was like, you look at everything, you see the color purple. But then, like I said, I forgot about Amistad. But so like those two compared with everything else, like he has different. Again, he has different eras of movies, he really does. And then how we talk about Tom Hanks, kind of being his guy. Mm-hmm. Early on, before Tom Hanks, it was Richard Dreyfuss. Mm-hmm. Richard Dreyfuss doesn't really do a lot now, but at that point, he was kind of popped up in some things.
Let's talk about talking about the Fabelmans. I kind of want to jump into his signatures and like his style.
Yeah.
Because also watching the Fabelmans, you got a little bit more insight into that, I feel like. Yeah. If that makes sense. Sure. Not that I'm trying to base his whole life on like the Fabelmans, take it as face value. But I feel like when so for one, we see, they call it the Spielberg face. That's like a thing where we see the person reacting to something before we see what they're reacting to.
Yeah, but we know what
in the close. Well, we don't always know
what they're. Yeah.
Like before, like in Jurassic
when they look up.
Yeah, they look. We don't see the dinosaur part. We see their face react to the dinosaur. Then it
Yeah.
So he loves the close up technique as well. Oh, yeah, and like I said, showing reactions. Yeah. And even in the Fabelmans, when he's making his little movie with his friends and stuff, he's explaining to one of the actors like, okay, I'm just going to get your face. It's going to be this long take. And have this image in your mind of what's just happened. This is what you're looking at. This, and explain.
I like that they broke that down because you see that in a lot.
Yes, even in the Fabelmans, we see that. So, spoiler for the Fabelmans, the mom has some type of emotional affair with the best friend, and he kind of caught it, right? But he kind of caught it on film, and you see, we talked about, dad's an engineer, mom's a musician, she's an artist too, so they do have a close relationship.
Yeah,
they've been kind of distant. She's like, what's going on? And he shows her the movie. We don't see it. We see her watching it that whole time, and then she comes out crying. So he again does the Spielberg face in that movie as well, where he also explains.
And I like that. I like when they have a signature.
Yeah, and like I didn't recognize that until they said it, but now it's like I do see that.
Now you can think about
everything. Like, it's like, oh wow, and
yeah,
I think too that's why he chooses such great people, and it's like he's doing his actors a favor because
you were thinking of Fabelman.
Yeah, because it allows them to really do the work. Like, a lot of his people are nominated for actors.
Yes.
Yeah. In the Fabelmans, the guy, he was explaining to him, he's like, so you want me to act?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah. When he was telling his friend.
Yeah, explained to him, like, I'm going to get your face. This is what, and he was like, okay, but what am I doing?
Yeah, that was cute just to kind of see the blueprint of, like, and the intention behind
what he does. Yeah. Another thing you mentioned, he takes ordinary people in suburban settings, and they're just regular people who, in this extraordinary world or situation, something happens to them. Like you said, archaeologists and
a kid, Elliot,
and in a meteorologist and Disclosure Day.
Yeah.
And what was in Jaws? I mean, not Jaws. Jurassic Park. They were like scientists, and but even
he was
Jaws,
an archaeologist.
He was too.
The main guy.
Okay, but
Indiana Jones was a paleontologist.
Indiana Jones was an archaeologist.
Ross says he was a paleontologist because he thinks of himself as Indiana Jones.
But Indiana Jones didn't do dinosaurs.
I'm not being serious.
Oh, I'm like, that's.
You don't remember?
Friends? I don't remember, but Ross? Why? Are you sure he's not talking about the other dude being a paleontologist?
Yeah, sure. But continue. I'll show you the episode.
I'm just saying that doesn't make sense with
He's
Indiana
an archaeologist.
Jones.
Yes. Okay. Continue.
But even in Jaws, you have the sheriff of a small town just trying to keep the town safe.
Yeah.
And now he's got to fight. The dude is scared of water, and he's got to fight a shark, basically. But
Jaws is funny.
And then another theme that popped up too was like the father figure theme.
Yeah, I saw that. Or lack thereof.
Yeah, and it says also you can see a shift in his work where he goes from having a distant, absent father figure type work to, in his later pieces, more reconciliation. Like you see that with E.T. and Hook, the absent father figure, but now even you saw in Indiana Jones, his dad comes back, right? And they kind of reconcile.
And then in the fourth one, the son and the father.
So, and that's another reason why I wanted to watch The Fabelmans, because I'm curious of how much of his life and father figure in impacted. And how we kind of see that. And I'm sure he didn't do like one for one, but I mean, in The Fabelmans, like we mentioned, his mother was an artist as well. They had a close connection. His father was an engineer. He viewed it as a hobby. It was this and that. And I think his parents got divorced in real life. I don't know if they did in The Fabelmans. Yeah, but either way, you see
that doesn't surprise me so far. Just from
and so if it's kind of was like that in his real life, you see that kind of strain and difference. But maybe him and his father kind of finally see. I'm sure he doesn't call it a hobby now. Still, if he did in real life. So that's just kind of interesting too, how you see that thing play out and how that is something that's probably, I guess, taken from his real life into his movies, and also stuff that other people can relate to. Going back to using ordinary people, that's also an ordinary thing that people can relate to.
Yeah.
And then the wonder, the awe, aliens, dinosaurs,
he can
sharks.
do some aliens.
What is it? Was it Lion, Tiger? Oh my. Yeah.
Oh wait, aliens, dinosaurs, sharks.
Oh my.
Oh, Spielberg.
Oh, cute.
Wasn't it though? Put that on the stuff. I'm just kidding.
Title of the episode.
Yes.
And then like we'd also talk about too the long takes. He also does practical effects too, as they say that he likes to use more of that. And it's interesting too, watching the Fabelmans, how their kids making a movie and he has someone behind the scenes throwing dust and doing that.
Remember we were talking about the gunshots?
Yeah.
And he's like, how'd you do that? And he's like, oh, I put pins in the film.
So, even now, still doing those things is still great.
Yeah.
His people. I know you mentioned some of the actors.
Yeah.
He's used another person that pops up that I kind of started noticing, John Williams. Oh my gosh, his scores. I mean, the most iconic scores I feel like ever. Jaws, the Indiana Jones theme, Harry Potter. Even though Harry Potter's not Steven Spielberg, but that is an iconic theme. Hedwig's theme that he's done. But he's also worked on Indiana Jones with
Back to the Future.
Not Indiana Jones. He's also worked with Steven Spielberg with like E.T., Schindler's List, Saving Private Ryan, Lincoln. So this is something that, they seem like they do that together. And I mean, his work is great, John Williams, but also I love it, like I said, when people find their people, because it's like you understand me working on the same wavelength. It seems like another cinematographer that he uses a lot. I should have looked up how to pronounce his name. Janusz Kaminski. He shoots a lot of Steven Spielberg's movies, especially after Schindler's List. He did that, and that's, again, like I said, that movie is also really known for his cinematographic work. His cinematography, and he even won the Oscar for Best Cinematography for Schindler's List and Saving Private Ryan. So that's someone he loves to work to.
Do you know who Private Ryan was?
Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks.
No.
It's you, the person watching.
No, it was Matt Damon.
Oh, okay.
Like, that was the
I'm like, is it a metaphor for something?
Tom Hanks was one of the senior officers. Like, he was part of Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, so they're trying to say. Oh.
Yeah, it's been decades since I've seen it.
Okay. So if I'm wanting to watch a new Spielberg movie today, what movie should I watch? Next Spielberg
Jurassic Park.
I've seen that.
Oh, I haven't seen. You haven't seen.
Yes.
Honestly, you've seen Raiders. I think you need to watch Temple of Doom.
Okay.
Temple of Doom.
Of all the Spielberg movies I haven't seen, that is the one.
Yes.
Okay.
I need you to watch Temple of Doom.
Okay.
Yes. Well, what are you looking for? Something?
No, I'm just like for you. If you were to tell anyone,
anyone would be different. It depends on what do you feel like watching.
It's not about what I'm looking for. It's about you, a Steven Spielberg expert.
I'm not an expert.
I know, but just what you know of him, like. And if someone came up to you, but I'm the someone, and I'm like, okay, I'm just getting into Steven Spielberg. What should I watch?
Okay, do you like action?
See, don't ask me that. Just tell me the movie.
No. But this, I have to tell you that's the great thing about Steven Spielberg. You have so many different types. You know what I mean?
But what is the one that is Steven?
If somebody did like the same thing all the time, then I could give you like the best one. But his stuff is so different. Because here's the thing: do you want to watch a musical? Do you want to watch something animated?
Okay.
Do you want?
What has he done that's animated?
Well, Tintin.
Oh, okay. I've seen that.
Okay. Have you seen AI?
No.
With Haley Joel Osment and Jude Law?
No.
Oh. Like I said, West Side Story, the new one, have you seen that?
No.
Did you know that was him?
Yes, I didn't know that. Either.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying. Spielberg is not like a... Do you agree?
Okay, I do agree. He does a different thing.
So you would have to answer... I would be like, okay, let me ask you 3 questions. And then when you answer those 3 questions, I will tell you what to watch.
Let's do it. What are the 3 questions?
Okay, so wait. Ask me the question.
Okay, I'm new to Steven Spielberg. What should I watch? What is the one movie I need to watch right now?
The one movie you need to watch right now. Do you feel like watching something action, adventure, fast-paced?
No.
No. Okay, do you like musicals?
Yes.
Okay, what about animation?
No.
Watch West Side Story.
Okay.
Okay, do me.
No, I wouldn't know. I would just be like...
Now, somebody else, if Kimberly came to me and asked me about Steven Spielberg, I would tell her to watch. If she hasn't seen Schindler's List, because she loves history, I would probably tell her to watch that. Mm-hmm. And we're like in the early parts of the Bible, where, I would tell her, we've been talking about a lot of stuff. So I would tell her to watch that. Or if she just wants something like action adventure, like Minority Report. Mm. That is a really, really good one. And it's like the fighting. Oh my goodness, it's good. And again, I was a huge crush on Colin Farrell at the time. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's now just like some general questions. Kind of wrapping up, summing them up. Like you said, I feel like it's hard to pick out the Steven Spielberg movie. If you had to choose 5, these Steven Spielberg movies, what are they?
5?
Yeah.
Hook, Jurassic, Raiders. Oof. That leaves me with 2.
Yeah.
Minority Report.
Okay.
Catch Me If You Can.
Ooh, I like it. Yeah. What do you think separates him from other directors? Other like great directors?
Just kind of like we just talked about, being able to move with the times. Mm. And again, if you Google Spielberg, you're going to see it's broken up into eras of Spielberg. Yeah. And the eras coincide with decades and the time and where we are.
Spielberg's Eras Tour.
Yeah, right. So I feel like he's been able to keep along with the modern movie making movement. Mm-hmm. And again, I still credit him with kind of starting or being a part of the Hollywood summer blockbuster era. I do.
So yeah, we did mention too, he does a lot of different genres. What do you think is his best genre? Like best group?
Honestly, I think the thing that he does well, because these are the longer movies, and it feels like you get all
action adventure.
Well, no, you get all of those Spielberg things in it. Is the like the E.T., Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and I'd even group Disclosure Day in with that.
What do you categorize that in?
I don't know. But they're all kind of like
alien.
The same. And honestly, I think that's what he likes the most.
I'm curious his thoughts on aliens. I guess watch all his movies and figure it out.
We call them the ETs, not the aliens. They may not want to be called aliens. Oh. Where did the term aliens come from? We'll call them extraterrestrials.
Okay.
The ETs. Have you ever seen The Post?
No.
That's a good one. If you just
That's Steven?
Yes. Tom Hanks is in it.
This guy.
In The Terminal. Have you seen The Terminal? That one's interesting.
I haven't seen it, but I know of that one.
Yeah. And see, that's another different group of types of movies. They're just about like everyday situations and everyday places, and there's just a story. And again, his movies, no matter if it's action adventure, alien, extraterrestrial, animated, it's all about the people and the relationships.
The people.
It always comes back to that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like and that. His family, and I get that. Like I said, if the Fablemans give us a little peek into the window, you know, they were the close knit family, and most Jewish. Well, I can't really, but it seems like that family. Because
Yeah,
even that
community.
movie, Uncut Gems, that's one part. Even though it was chaotic and like crazy, they went to their dinners with the family and the extended family. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's important.
Girl, I'm glad they explained, because I was like, why does she keep using paper stuff? I mean, that's a decent technique. Don't have to clean up, use paper, everything, throw it all in there, throw it away. In the Fablemans.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm like, why does she do it? And he was like, piano hands or whatever. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was
the
funny.
clicking of the nails, though, I was like,
yeah, I'm glad they fixed that.
Yeah. Seth Rogen,
he's interesting.
He is interesting. He is.
Yeah.
And he's always the funny main character, even though he's not. Even if it's not a comedy,
I need to see that new movie.
Me too.
Is it out yet?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Okay.
You know what I missed? The movie with Joe Jonas. No, Nick
Jonas.
Oh
yes,
Power Ballad.
I wonder if it's still out somewhere.
It's not out, but it's probably on Prime or something.
It's not.
I'm gonna watch it. I really want to see that movie. Paul Rudd. I'd watch him in anything. And I do. I even watched that lame movie where he was the weird neighbor. Oh, it was a series. It wasn't a movie. I thought it was a movie. That's why I started watching it. But it was a series, so
that's funny.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts? Final thoughts? Steven Spielberg.
What's he gonna do next?
Ooh, be interesting to see.
It would be interesting to see.
I wonder what. So Fablemans was 2022.
Yeah,
I believe this is 2026.
Well,
what's his? I don't know. So I guess give him 2030. I don't know. Because that's in what, 4 years, right? 2030.
Yeah.
Give him some time. I'll be interesting. I'm wondering though if he is, because he did was a big part of him. Well, I don't know if a big part, but I know he has some influence on Hamnet.
Yeah.
I wonder with his career and getting older if he's going into more of not support, I guess, producing.
Just producing, collaborating. Yeah.
I wonder, because also with Disclosure Day, he didn't write this one. He sent his notes. I forgot who the writer was, but he sent his notes to someone and someone else wrote it. So I'm wondering if he's going in more of a less, because a few of his stuff he would actually write the screenplay.
Yeah. I thought I would be annoyed with Disclosure Day when it started, because it just started. And I'm like, what's happening? What's going on?
Right.
But I like the way they explained it and then just the connect. I was here for it. I really was. You should watch it again.
That's a long. I don't know if I could watch it again.
It was long, and we went late, so I didn't get out of there until like almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
But it was funny. But I just remember really I was like, loading dock. Don't bring an ET up in here. No, they got an ET, and they did. They had an ET. Yeah. And then she said,
I'm curious what's next.
What is next?
But also with Disclosure Day, what
he better not do another Indiana Jones. I'm telling you, that last one was
Shia LaBeouf is a new. Just kidding.
I can't see that. The last one was brutal.
Yeah,
it's like Indy. Stop
Sit
it.
down.
Especially the famous scenes where he's fighting like the big guy. Because remember in Raiders.
Oh yeah.
And he takes a beating, but he eventually, Mm-hmm. But imagine, like I said, and even in the second one, it was still believable. He's still kind of, But by the third one, with him and his dad,
even in
that was. I'm not gonna say I was glad that he didn't make it, but
that was tough. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting to see what he does next in his career, and also I'm curious with Disclosure Day. Everyone knows about aliens. What happens next? I don't know.
What happens next?
So yeah, that was directed by Steven Spielberg. Follow us along to see who we talk about next. Let us know if you have any suggestions.
We don't know, but I'm excited to find out who we're going to talk about next.
Well, you're choosing.
Exactly.
So if you have any suggestions for Lisa, she's going to make the final pick.
I would say if you're a fan, you should have an idea of some of the films that I like.
I mean, you have the last say. You don't have to choose.
No. I know, but I'm curious.
What?
Yeah, what the suggestions would be. I think I know who I'm going to pick.
Okay.
I don't think you have seen any of these movies. Maybe one. I would probably give you one. Yeah. And he's different. Now, this is somebody who's not a Spielberg and
does the same thing.
Not necessarily the same, but there's a same type of theme, and it's his film, especially by who's in it, the aesthetic, like the way that it looks, the visual. Yeah.
Okay. Well, stay tuned for that. Hopefully it's on video again. We will see. And yes, follow us on all the things. Do all the things, like, comment, share. We appreciate it. And thanks. See you next time.
Bye.